Hi, Marie from Crafty Landing back with you again today. As part of my design team commitments over on the RachandBella Facebook group, the design team are really on it. And we've had some fabulous projects. The theme last week was flips and strips, and I shared a copy of my this on the Facebook group. I shared like my strips where I've done a bit of paper weaving. And this week we are on to tied and wide. So it's my turn to do a project under that theme, under the umbrella of that theme. And I'm going to carry on in my envelope journal, do a bit more in there. I am on the design team, as I've said, and Rachel lets me have access to her digital, so I'm really thankful for that, to be able to share these projects and makes with you. I think I want to work in towards the end of the book. I've got a spare couple of pages here in my journal, and I'm thinking of Kia today, so we're going to do something on that page there. Or do I want to do something on that page there? Nope, I'm going to work on this one, the one I originally thought of. And I'm going to use today some papers from one of Rachel's, should we say, older kits, but it's beautiful. Show some style. And I've got some papers here to show you. I will link everything down below in the description box. So we've got this one, which is what I'm going to use today. So I've printed it off borderless, but within the Show Some Style kit, you get this one. Oh, beautiful. And you get this one, and this one, and this one. So, and these are just a few. There's more in the kit. And if you know me by now, I'm a vintage girly. So I love these kind of tones and styles because they really do work well with a vintage themed journal if you're into that kind of style. So I am going to use those, but I'm also going to use some tabs which have come out of one of Rachel's freebies. It's the Easter one. I will link that down below. Her kits are on her website, RachandBellaCrafts.com, and the freebies are on her Ko-fi site. So RachandBella Crafts Ko-fi. And I've already cut some out. So I'm almost organized to start with you, but I just wanted to show you some of these gorgeous page tabs, which I'm going to use slightly differently today. And remember, my theme is tied and wide. So what I'm thinking of doing is a wide pocket with some ribbon on it. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. That's kind of my thinking today. I want to make a wide pocket to fit this page, but I also want it to be quite tall. So I'm kind of going for there. So I'm just going to, no, I need more for a gusset. So I'm just going to go slightly over there because I want a gusset. A gusset is where you have folds underneath the pocket or something to give it a bit of a give. And I'm going to go to about here. And my height then will be about here. So I'm going to get my, I'm going to get my trimmer a minute. So if you don't like the sound of a guillotine, make sure you turn your sound down. Right, sorry about that. My son is on his way home from work, so he gave me a phone call to ask if I wanted anything. Bless him, but I'm okay, I think. Right, my trimmer marks were there, and also here. So that will be about right. So I've got a nice few bits spare. Let's put them there. So here we are. This is, make sure I've got the clock the right way up. And now I want to make sure the pocket is going to fit. So I know I need a gusset down the bottom. So I'm just going to get my scoreboard a minute, my mini scoreboard. And I'm going to probably, I don't know, is this about half an inch? Could do a quarter of an inch gusset. So I'm just going to score quarter of an inch there. Let me pop that up there like that. Oh, Marie, it's not very, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm going to fold that up there. That's my gusset at the bottom of my pocket, what will be my pocket. And now I'm going to do this side first. I'm going to do it again I'm going to do a bit more this time. I'll do about 3/4, no, like half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, because I definitely want the pocket to fit on the page. So I'm going to, oops, that doesn't look very good there, does it? Right, there we go. That's that one. Okay, so now if I bring it over a bit to show you, that's that one, and the bottom one, what will be the bottom one. Let me just, I'll mite the corners in a moment, but it's still a little bit, so yep, that should work. So I shall do another half an inch or so on this side. So I think I'm going to, yep, another half an inch, I think, and then I know it will definitely fit. Right, let's put the scoreboard back. I will fold this side and make sure it does fit before I do anything else. There we go. Now, I have actually filmed this project once already. However, something went wrong and the file was corrupt. So I am starting all over again. But hey ho, that just means I've got 2 pockets. So I could give one to my mum to put in her journal because she also journals. Yes, lovely. Now, it's a wide pocket. It doesn't quite come to the middle and it doesn't quite come to the edge, but I'm happy with that. I like things like that. So yep, I'm happy with that. Now, what I plan to do now is I want a nice opening to the pocket up there. Right, I'm going to put my journal away because I know it's going to fit. I'm just going to mitre the sides and the bottom. And mitering, if you're new here, I'm going to draw it on. Mitering is where you make the gussets, you cut into the corners so that you've got no bulk. The corner doesn't sort of bulk up. So you've got a nice smooth run. Whatever you put in your pocket has got a nice smooth in and out kind of thing. I'm going to do the tops in a minute because I want to show you I am planning. So there we go. So we've got a nice corners down the bottom. And I want to do a nice opening to my pocket. So what I thought of doing was I've dug out these border punches. Remember those? Got any of those stashed away? Just going to have some of my tea. Lovely. So I want to try and use my border punch to make a lovely border. Now I tried to get that in the middle to make a nice opening to the pocket. Oh, this is lovely. So let me now do it. So you follow, don't you? Follow the pattern. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, I need it a bit more down this way. Come on, Marie. There we go. Need it there. So match it up. Match it up. And keep punching. Match it up. Match it up there. And keep punching. So I'm on that end. Now I need to do this end. So I'm going to match it and punch, and then match. Where are we? Match and punch. Lovely. Take that bit off. Super. Oh, that's turned out really well. Look at that. How neat is that? Now, let me just get rid of all my bits. Find something here to scrape. Oh, I've got a scraper. As soon as I said the word scrape, I was like, I got a scraper. Okay, let me just get all those in my hand, all these little bits. I prefer the punches that catch everything underneath. Right, there we go. Okay, let me just get rid of those bits. Okay, I'm the sort of person that has to clear away after every project. Is anyone else out there like that? Or any of you like that? I have to kind of right, sorry, let me just talk you through this. I have done some of the same punch on this scrap piece of paper because I want to make this sturdy so that it doesn't, because it's a pocket, when you take things in and out, I don't want it to get too beaten up because I've now made it quite fragile by using that border punch. So what I've done is I've already punched some of this scrap paper, and it should, in theory, match up with what I've done here. So let's just have a look a minute because I'm not totally sure this is going to be matchy. What's happened? There and there and there. Right, I am going to put it on. Yep, I am going to put it on. I'm going to put it on there. So I'll take that bit off, and I'm going to take that bit off there. Okay. Right, I'm going to take that bit off. Oops. And I am going to take that bit off. And it's going to go on there. So I need my glue. Yeah, so in between projects, even my basic craft kit, I have to put away and start again. I don't know why I'm like that, but I do. Everything has to go back in its place. The glue, the scissors, anything that I know I need again, time after time. But I have to have a nice clear space. And at the moment, oh golly, my craft desk is a bit of a mess. Yes, it is. I'm so glad you can only see a little bit of me and my desk because it really is a bit of a mess. Now, anyone going on the retreat? I can't wait. I think I keep mentioning it every time I do a project. I'm like, can't wait for the retreat. The summer one's in July, and Rachel is trying to sort out an autumn one as well. Right, now this did fit, so there we go, matchy. Oh, maybe not so matchy in the middle. What's happened here? I don't know, but I quite like that. That will be fine. Oh yes, that will be fine. Look, I even cleaned my mat for you. Get all the glue off before I came on and started filming. Look at how dirty my desk is. You know about these rubbers, don't you? These sturdy bits. And then if you've got any glue or anything on your mat, these rubbers, just get them off. They're well handy. I don't know what they're called, but they are one of those gadgets that I can't do without. Right, so this is the beginning of my pocket. Okay, I'm going to just leave that top part dry, but I am going to ink. Right, they can go in scrap pile. But I am going to ink my folds. Oh yes, I can cut my mitre off now. I can cut it off there, and I can cut it off. I'm going to go for there. So that's those bits off. Right, now I'm going to ink my folds because I prefer the vintage look. I tend to ink lots around my edges and folds. You can leave it, you don't have to. And I'm using tea stain. You could use a bit of the blue to pick out the blue, or maybe the pink. whatever will match your project. But I always go for walnut espresso or something, or tea dye. What is it? I've got me thinking now. Oh, walnut stain. That's it. I know I'm thinking of espresso because my son's just phoned me to say he's on his way home, and I said I was filming, and he said, "So do you want a coffee when I get in?" And I'm like, "Oh yes, please." He makes the lovely coffee with the percolator, the filter. Lovely, lovely. So he'll make me a coffee when he gets in from work. He does the early shift, so he's up like 5:30. Gets home about 3 though, so that's not too bad, is it? Right, so that is going to be the basis of my pocket. Now, what I'm thinking of, tied and wide. So I have my wide pocket, my kind of extra large pocket. And what I'm thinking of is with these tabs, just going to put my ring enforcers down somewhere, my hole reinforcers down somewhere a minute. Right, what I'm thinking of is, remember, these are the free tabs from Rachel's Ko-fi site, one of the Easter freebies. And what I'm thinking of is, I'm going to fold it to show you what I mean. So I'm going to fold each tab, so they will go underneath with the gusset, but that bit will be on the top there like that. So let me do the same this side. So fold those over. They are going there like that. And so the way down, so that one next, that one next, and then those as well. I'll make sure they're the right way round. Not that I think it matters too much. So I'm going to do those. I'm going to ink them and then attach them all the way down like that. I know that, well, I don't know, but let's check my gussets. Are they the same size as no. Can you see the underneath of the tabs are a little bit longer, so I will cut them off as I glue them down. But I'm going to ink and glue. So I'm going to cut those down like that and like that. Now I'm going to ink. I'm just going to put my why do I say reinforcers? My whole reinforcers over there out of the way. Right, I'm going to ink the fold and all the way around the tab. My cutting out won't be perfect, so they won't be perfect circles, and I'm kind of not that way inclined anyway. I don't tend to measure. I tend to eyeball a lot of stuff. I don't mind if there's an odd mistake or two because I prefer the vintage look anyway. Oh, let me cut those off. So I'm going to cut that one off. Oh, that nearly slipped right off. It did. And that one. So these go this side. So fold this over. Oops. Come on, Reap. I'm rushing now. Oh, come on. Nice, neat fold. There we go. Ink. Ink. So I hope everyone is okay wherever you are in the world. I know that the world is a bit of a balmy place at the moment, shall we say. So wherever you are, I just hope you're safe and as happy as you can be. We've had some nice weather over here at the moment in Cornwall, UK, which is where I am. I'm a Cornish pixie. And the weather has been quite kind to us as of late, touch wood, because, oh gosh, it feels such a long winter. Oh dear me, though it's still quite cold, but the sun has come out as the day has gone on. The mornings and evenings are still have a bit of a chill about them. But the winter, oh my goodness, all we've had is rain. Miserable, cold winds, storms. Just, it seems like nothing but rain, rain, rain. I just hope our summer is going to be reasonable to good prefer the good. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the weather will be changing. Right, so I've inked all those and now I'm going to glue them on. Okay, as I say, I don't tend to measure anything, but for these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ones at the top, the ones at the bottom, and then I'll work out where the centre is then. So I need to keep my side, I'm going to open my bottom in a minute, but I need to keep my sides folded. So that one went, yep, that side, so I need my glue. Let's bring that down a little bit. So, yeah, glue. So I need glue and the tab. Okay, glue on that one. So that's the top. So no. So I know that one is going there. Okay. So I'm going to glue that one down there. And then this one's going to go on this side. So let's get some glue on that one. Have you been following along with all the projects that are happening over on the Facebook group? Oh, the design team, they are, I mean, I'm just blown away. I think I said it on the last video. I am just absolutely blown away. I've loved the projects. I really enjoyed watching Penny's one. Penny did the twisted tags, so tags with a twist. And when you saw her tag, it kind of opened up, and there was like extra pockets and I think even like a notebook. It was very clever. I enjoyed Penny's. Last night I watched Faith in Grits. She's done a part 1 and a part 2. This week's theme is flips and flaps. So I watched her flips. Have I just done the middle one? Okay, I'm swapping. They're going at the end. That's because I'm not concentrating. I'm talking to you guys. Flips and strips. So Faith did a part 1 and a part 2, and her flips included hidden journaling spots. I was like, wow, that was fab. I really enjoyed that. And there has been so much going on. We've got Tag Tuesday. So come over and see our tags. Join in if you've got any tags that you've made with any of Rachel's kits. Join in. Come and join us. So we have Tag Tuesday. We have Waffle Wednesday. I love Waffle Wednesday because it's like a question or a discussion point. It's really good, and we just waffle on. Waffle Wednesday. I like Waffle Wednesday. Okay, so now these need to go here. They're going in the middle, so I need to work out roughly where the center is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3, 1, 2, 3. So about there and there. Okay. Does that one go that side? And that one go that side? Yes, they do. Right, a bit more glue. So yes, so there is a lot going on. And as I say, the design team members are brilliant. And I'm excited to keep sharing with you the ideas that we've got coming up in the future as well. Always use hashtag RABC design team. So hashtag RABC design team, RachandBella Craft, so RABC, and then design team, and it should take you to all their work. Even use it in YouTube as well, because those design team members like myself that have got YouTube channels, if you search the hashtag, it will take you to all the design team members that have done videos. So yeah, all good. Right, I'm just going to take some more of my tea. While that is drying a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Now my next step is to just get rid of these white bits from the tabs, if there are any. Get rid of those. Can't see any there. Good. Right. And the next thing we want to do is we're going to put holes in each of these in the center. So we're going to punch holes. So I'm just going to mark Like I say, I'm not a perfect girl. I just roughly mark where I want the holes to be, like so. And I'm just wondering if my crocodile will reach in that far. Let's unlock her and see. That's the big hole. That's the one we need. She will. Right, so let's get going with this. So that one. Can't see. There we go. That one. And that one. If you haven't got a crocodile or a hole punch, you might have to use an awl or something, or find a way of doing your holes. An eyelet setter maybe that's got, like one of the old ones that you used to hammer. So you've got attachments for the different size holes, and then you would hammer the thing through the paper. I've still got mine. That would work. So don't need that now. Just needed it for my holes. Right, let's get rid of these little things. I did know the name for these little things that come out of the hole punch. Were quizzes. So we tend to go off to a pub every now and then and do a pub quiz. And my husband's quite good, and my oldest son is also very good at quizzes. And I did know the names for these holes, but I've forgotten. Right, I need another swig of my tea. Right, now this is where I need the hole reinforcers, because I'm now going to cover the holes that I've made with my little reinforcers here. And the way I do that is I do my own reinforcers, because I have a little diddy hole punch. So what I do is I will hole punch, leave a little space, hole punch, and then I have half, I think this is 1/2 inch circle punch. So my 1/2 inch circle punch is just the right size for me to punch through, and I have my own hole reinforcers. It's clever, isn't it? Oh yes, it's not my idea. I saw somebody do it ages ago. I thought, how genius is that? So there we go. Now I need glue again, because I want to glue my hole reinforcers. I'm just going to do this side quick. Okay, so one there, another one there. I don't need to do them underneath, just on the top. That's not got enough glue on it. No, it hasn't. There we go. A bit more glue there. Right. That's side. Now this side. Sorry, birdie. I went through your tail. So sorry, little birdie, that the hole went through your tail. Oh, let's put that back. And, oh, come on, come on. So one there. And got two here. Come on. One goes there. Okay. And then that one goes there. Right, we've done those. So we've got the holes and we've got the reinforcers on there. Okay, right. So now the next thing I want to do, this is where the tied bit comes in, because I'm going to use some ribbon to, like laces, to come over the front of my pocket. So we need to have a look at what ribbons, laces or thread we've got here. Now, let me get my journal to make sure it's all going to be matchy. Get out of the way. Right. So I want to put it on that. Oh, I can see some white. Don't like white. Actually, do I need to trim that bit off? I'm just going to trim that little extra bit off there from the tab. That one was sticking out. Right. So that is going to go on there. Lovely jubbly. Now, what have we got here? That's not going to be big enough, and it's the wrong shade. Right, we have got, oh. We have got some of this pink, which is quite nice. Leave that. Is that enough? Leave that out a minute. We've also got some of this white lace. Bit too white, maybe. Or I have some thread. I'm just going to see if this... Oh, how much of this have I got? What have I got down here? Oh, I have got some velvet. Nope. Okay, let's... Oh, I might use some of this. Okay, I have got... Let me just put this back, shut the zip so I know it's all away nicely. What about... Not this white one, but what about some of this? This eyelashy trim stuff. Look. Let me move that out of the way. Need to audition. I do quite like that, you know. I do. Let me just... Oh, I'm going to have to take this white bit off. I think my mum gave me this and she's wrapped 2 types of... Oh, there we go. Thread around one. Oh, yes, I'm going to use... well, am I going to use this? Or... Let me leave that there a minute. Or am I going to use this, guys? What do you think? See, now I don't know. This. Do you think this? Yeah, I'm going to use this. I think I've got enough of it. Oops, that nearly went. Right, I'll roll that back on in a minute. Let me leave that there. I'm going to try this one, folks. So I'm going to come... Right, okay, I'm starting at the back and I'm going to come up through the first... Right, so I'm going to leave that, okay, for the tying at the end. So this bit, I'm hoping we've got enough of this. I'm going to come through the middle one from the back now, so I'm behind the pocket. So I'm going to thread all that all the way through, and I might untwist it so that it will lie flatter on the back. See, now I've started with this one, I'm kind of regretting it because it's not going to lie flat, is it? Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, it's twisting loads. Let's see if we can get this untwisted a bit. Can we get this untwisted? One more, I think. Right, you need to come round one more. There we go. Oh, one more. Why is that not? There, right. Okay, so that is nice and flat. And now I need to go back up through, I want to go up through this one. Like so. And, oops, got caught in the corner. It's a bit fiddly, isn't it? And now I don't think I'm going to have enough. No, so that's made up our minds, hasn't it? This one isn't going to work. So let's use... We need some thinner, don't we? Something that's going to be thinner. What have I got that we can use? We have got that thread. We've also got... I think we've also got some white in here. White kind of seam binding. Did something come out then? Yes, it did. Shall we go for the white? Let's go for the white. Okay, it's all trial and error, isn't it? It's all about auditioning. Right. Okay, so you kind of seen how I've started doing it now. And what I might do is I might turn the camera off, do it, and then show you at the end. Okay, so it's kind of threading like laces, or you're going to stay with me to watch. So we've got that bit there. Now I need to come through the middle from behind. So come through the middle from behind, grab that. Okay, this is a bit easier because it will lie flatter. And now the front, I do need a bit more here, right? And now up to the top one, like so. Okay, so up through the, might need my awl. Nope, I got it right. So up through the top one, okay, and then we're going to come across now so that we can come ziggy zaggy back down the other side. So through, there we go. Let's say, make sure it's kind of as flat as you can get it. And then we need to come through the middle one, like so. Oh, I got it right. So we need to pull through there like that and then come through the last one. Whoop, whoop. Okay, come through that one. It starts to fray a bit, so I'm just, there we go. Sometimes a bit tricky to grab. Oh, and look at that. They are practically the same. This one is, we just, there we go, do that. Get that thready bit off. Oh, now you're out of the picture. There we are. Look at that. So now I'm going to tie that into a bow. But before I do that, there are a couple of things I want to do. Let me move my journal out of the way. I want to tape these down or put a backing on it so that, because it's a pocket, I want to use it as a pocket. I don't want anything getting trapped on the ribbon behind. So I'm going to pull each side of those, and I need something to cover the back. So let me get some scrap paper or something here a minute. Tear some of this off. Oh, now where's that bit going? Oh dear, you can't see me, but I'm having trouble. There we go. Right, so let's do it this edge, neatest edge. Right, so I've already got nice, smart, straight edges there. So I just want to stick something onto the inside of it at the behind, so that it holds the ribbon down. You can use any old bit of scrap paper because it's not going to be seen. I am going to trim that off to make sure I've got a nice straight edge. Turn your volume off if you don't like the sound of a trimmer. Okay, I'm going about there. And I need to be checking that that is right. Yep. And now, height-wise, I want to go just underneath my lovely little border punch. So I want to go about there. Yep. And I've got my piece that I need. Right, so now I can glue that bit on there like that, and it will help hold the glue, hold the ribbon down, and nothing will get caught. Right, I always do this bit with, let's glue that side, with stick glue in the middle. I always do stick glue kind of in the middle, and then I will get my, now got something stuck there. Go away. There we go. my wet glue go around the edge. So I make sure I get my corners. They're the most important parts, really. And there we go. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes, about the Facebook group. Lot of activity going on in the Facebook group. It's wonderful. Right. There. There. Okay. And there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Get my scraper. Get that really glued down. Okay. Like so. I think that's it. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to cut out another tab, and I'm going to put it down here. And the reason why I want to cut out another tab, shall we have that one? It's quite bright, isn't it? Or shall we have a pink one? No, I'm going to go for the bright one. Let's go for the bright one. The reason why I'm cutting out another one of these is because I know it's a pocket on the page, but I also want the ribbon to be to act as a pocket as well, sort of like a belly band. So I'm putting a stopper down the bottom so that if I do put anything just behind the ribbon, it won't fall through the bottom. There'll be a bit of a stopper. Right, save that one there for the bin. So again, I'm going to need to cut off the part of the tab at the bottom. Again, I'm going to need to fold it, but this time I'm not going to glue it all the way down. I'm only going to glue it. Let me do the fold right there. I'm going to ink the back. Actually, I'm thinking I might need to make this a bit more sturdy. It's quite flimsy. I'm just going to glue it onto a bit of scrap that I've got here. Yeah, I'm going to glue it onto some scrap because I need it to be quite sturdy to hold whatever is going inside there. So let's just glue that down. Ooh. Right, and quickly cut that out. Can you see all right, people? And I'm going to cut my tab out. Okay. Oop. I am going rather quickly. You will be able to take much more care. But I'm not a perfect girl. It doesn't matter. Yes, some things do need to look exact, don't they? I mean, like you can't have a wonky envelope, can you? Things like that need to be precise, I agree. But a lot of junk journaling you can, get away without it being totally perfect. Right, let me do the fold here and here. That feels much better. Do you know, it feels more sturdy to me now. So I'm going to glue the tab that's going to fix on the back of the gusset. So that bit there needs glue. But last time we glued the whole circle down, didn't we? This time I'm only going to, oh, it's a good job. Look, there's a nice line there. I'm only going to glue as far up as that line. So about, a quarter of the way? It could be a bit more, but I think it will hold it. And I need to work out where the middle is. This is one of the things that needs to be precise. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 there. It needs to go about there. So there we go. It needs to go about there. Yep. Okay. So I need to press that down press that down, and I'll just wait a couple of seconds before I trim off that bit that I could see. Yeah, that bit there. I don't like that bit there. Let's just trim off that bit there. There we go. Now again, I go in with my inker so I do get anything that's white. And then remember, we've only glued partial of that. The rest of it is free, unglued. So now if I tie my little bow, actually, let me do it this way. I do it there like that, and then do it like that. I wonder if I'll be able to get the dangly bits working properly. Let's have a look here. No, okay, let me do it the normal way. Sometimes I have enough to tie it without tying this first bit, but I haven't today. So I've got to make the tails of the bow be nice. See, okay, it's because I'm on camera. Why can we never do things properly when we know the camera is a rolling? I got it? Yep, right. Let's bring this tail down. It will want to go up, that tail. So I might tie some beads or something on the tails. Let me open this bow up a little bit. So we've got it nice and wide and tight. So we have a pocket, a nice wide pocket, that also has a nice wide tie. Come on, bow, open up. I might have to play around with the bow, okay? I'll play around with that off camera. But what I want to show you is I could make a tag. I will make a tag, and it will go down, but it won't fall down the bottom because we've got this stopper. Let me just see if I can get it to come on. There we go. Yeah. So imagine there's a tag in there, and it's not going to fall through because we have that stopper. But also, once we've glued it into our book, we also will have a pocket there. So I'll be able to make a nice wide tag to go in there. What I think I'm going to do is I'm probably going to glue some pattern paper there and not have the plain page. I will put some pattern paper there, I think. And when I've done all that, I will, put a photo of it in the RachandBella Facebook group, and you will see the finished product. But there is my take on this week's Tied and Wide DT theme. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Any questions, please either ask in the Facebook group or leave a comment below. I'd actually like it if you left a comment below anyway, please. It always helps the YouTube channel, doesn't it? So yeah, okay, thanks for joining me. I shall link everything down below in the description box, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.